guys, it's Sarah, and today I have a book haul for you. My family and I recently traveled up to New York, and we went to the New York Comic Con, which is something that we have done for the past 3 years in a row now. And we take usually 4 or 5 days in the city, and we do Comic Con, and we pick some sort of big kind of outing activity to do as well, and just enjoy it. And it was a lot of fun. So this year we did Comic-Con for 2 days. We went on Thursday, Friday, and then on Saturday we went and saw Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, which was amazing. And we just had a really great time. So I wanted to tell you a little bit about an event that I went to at the Comic-Con, and then show you the books that I got there. So if you haven't been to a comic convention before, it's a lot. It is a lot. I think New York is the second biggest one. The biggest one is in San Diego, but I think New York is the second biggest. I mean, there were tens of thousands of people there. There are so many people. It's very, very busy. Lots to do, lots to see. There are a lot of events and panels that you can go to. There are author signings and celebrity encounters that you can have. I think the big one that was there this year was Elizabeth Olsen, who is in the Marvel Universe. She plays the Scarlet Witch. And she was there. Some Star Wars people were there, like just a lot of people. Now, you do have to sign up and pay for, those types of events and things. So we don't always do that. But this year, I had the opportunity to go to an author brunch, and it was a panel of 4 romantasy authors, and they were doing a little bit of a discussion. It was a brunch, so they had food and coffee and stuff. So we got to eat while they were talking, and then at the end, they would walk around the tables and talk to people and take selfies and do all that stuff. Now, it was a paid and ticketed event, so I did pay extra, besides going to Comic-Con, I paid for this event, and it was amazing. The authors were Bridget Ker, Danielle L Jensen, Carissa Broadbent, and Elisekova. And I have books from all of those authors on my shelves. I have not read any of them, though. And I still wanted to go because I wanted to see what they had to say about, their writing process and the romantasy genre in general. That, they took audience questions, all that stuff. And I really, really enjoyed it. And the takeaway from this was we were getting 3 signed books from 3 of the authors on the panel. So I got those books and they are signed. They were pre-signed. And then afterwards, if we wanted to, we could go to another section of the con where they had author signings, and you could get them personalized if you wanted to. I opted not to do that. I didn't have time, but I did get the 3 signed books. And then there was a little surprise at the end where we got a 4th book, which was so much fun. So I'll show you what that is. But it was great. It was really, really great. And I loved everything that they had to say. Got a couple book recommendations from them as well that I wrote down. So I'll be looking for those. So yeah, it was great. It was a really good time. I'm so happy that I went, and I loved it. And I'm very excited to read these books and the other books that are on my shelves already from these authors. But these are books that I did not have already, which I was very, very excited about because I didn't have them. So yeah. Okay. So I will show you what I got. And then I did get 2 other books at a booth at Comic-Con, which I'll talk about when I show you them. Okay, so the first one here is the one from Danielle L Jensen, and I have the Bridge Kingdom. This is the first book in her Bridge Kingdom series. This is a reprint of it, actually. They're new covers. Look at how beautiful that is. Oh my goodness. It is so gorgeous. This is a paperback, and it's very, very pretty. And it is signed. Let me show you. Okay, so she signed it right there. And then along with this one came a little print that was tucked inside too. So it's character art, basically, but very, very pretty. Very, very pretty. And this is, I don't know if this is young adult or not, or if it is adult. I feel like it's adult. But yeah, I like I said, I haven't read anything by Danielle L Jensen yet, but I do have her newest release, which is A Fate Inked in Blood. That one, I do have that one on my shelf. So I'm definitely excited to read something / anything by her. And I love that I have this one. And she was probably my favorite speaker because the way that she talks and the things that she says, I'm like, yes, girl, like she feels like my kind of person. Okay, the next one is Bridget Ker, and we ended up getting Forging Silver into Stars, which is just came out in paperback. And guys, look at these purple. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. So pretty. This book is beautiful. And then she signed it in purple too, which was really, really cool. Let's see. Oops. There we go. So signed it in purple there. And this is a newer release of hers now. But like I said, it just came out in paperback. But she's probably most known for A Curse So Dark and Lonely. She wrote that trilogy, which I have the first one on my shelves. Haven't read it yet, but now I'm going to add this one there as well. And I really liked listening to her speak. I mean, I liked all 4 of them, let's be real. But I liked listening to her as well. She's really funny. So, yep. Okay, the next one I'm sure you guys have definitely heard about is Carissa Broadbent. We ended up getting 6 Scorched Roses in hardcover, which is awesome because I do have this series that this novella is set in hardcover. So this will be nice. So this is a short, just little novella story set in the same world. So she wrote The Serpent and the Wings of Night, which is the Crowns of Nyaxia series. I do have the first duology, and then now this one. So that's very exciting. And then her next one, I believe, just came out. It's like another story arc set in the same world. So very excited though. She's younger than I thought she was going to be, which is really awesome. But yeah, I'm really excited to see what this is going to be all about. This one has a bookmark in it too, which is cool. It has like a ribbon bookmark. And then she signed it for us there. So yeah, very excited to add this next to the other 2 books. And then the last one was Elisekova. Now, I have not read anything by her yet. I think the one that I've seen the most is The Deal with the Elf King. That's the book that I've seen the most of her. She has written a lot though. When I was looking into her works and stuff, I was like, oh man, she's on it. I love it. Okay. She was not going to have a book there signed or whatever. She has a lot going on right now. She has 2 releases coming out next year that she's working on and doing all that stuff. So we were going in there thinking we weren't getting anything from her. So at the end, she said, okay, so I just have one more thing. I didn't want to be the only one without a book for you guys. And we all kind of went, like, huh? What's happening? And she said, so I brought along an arc of my book coming out in July, and you're all getting one. And we all lost our ever-loving minds. Like that right there was worth the price of the ticket. So we ended up getting her brand new release that's coming out in July of next year. And this is a chunky boy. Look at this. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay, so this is The Arcana Academy by Elisekova. And yep, it's like a dark academia. She said it is based kind of on tarot. There's some tarot stuff in here going on. Definitely dark academia, enemies to lovers. And I'm here for it. I'm so excited to read this and see what it's going to be all about. I'm going to wait a little bit closer. I'll read it next year just because if I read it too early, I'll forget about a lot of the stuff and I want to be able to talk about it closer to when it comes out. So I'll probably read it a month or 2 ahead of time. But oh my gosh, I was so excited to get this. Like as soon as they handed out the books, I was like, mine. I am so excited. I just got a physical arc. Like, oh, so excited for this one. And everyone that was there was great. And I had a really good time at that event. And then other than that, we just spent time walking around the convention floor. There were a lot of publisher booths there as well. Penguin was there and Simon & Schuster was there. Tor was there. Like there were a lot of publisher booths and stuff. And so I stopped at Tor. Well, I stopped at all of them, but I definitely stopped at Tor. And I was looking around. I was like, man, I didn't realize Tor was going to be here. And they're one of my favorite, fantasy heavy. They do publish other things, but yeah, I love their stuff. So I was looking around, and then one of the workers came up and we were talking and stuff. And she said, okay, so everything here is 20% off, like convention prices and stuff. I'm like, cool. And she said, and if you buy anything, you're going to get an ARC of this book. And I went, oh. And she goes, did I get you? I was like, yeah, you did. And now I'm going to have to buy something. I just have to find something I don't already own. And she started laughing. But she gave me a recommendation, actually. And this is an author that I do have another book by them, but I'm just not, I haven't read anything yet, but I'm interested. I feel like when I read this author, I'm going to really, really like the books. So I picked up What Moves the Dead by T. Kingfisher. And she really recommended this highly. She said she loved it. It's, nice and short, and it was one of her favorites. And I was like, done. You convinced me. And then, so this is like it's a horror small short book. Then, because I got something, I got an ARC of one of my most anticipated releases for next year, which is When the Moon Hits Your Eye by John Scalzi. You guys, I'm so excited. I flipped out. So this comes out in March. And look at the cover. Guys, it's an astronaut on the moon and it's made of cheese. I can't. I'm so excited for this. So this book is literally like the moon turns to cheese. And then humanity has to figure out how to deal with that. Yeah, I am here for this. I am very, very excited to read it. Comes out in March, and I flipped out. I walked away with 2 2025 releases that I'm very, very excited about. I'm so happy about this. Can't even talk about it. Okay. So jumped on that one, and that's it. Those are all the books that I purchased at Comic-Con in New York, all the books I purchased in New York, period. I didn't buy anything else, and very, very excited to read all of these books and get into them and have books for next year that I'm really excited about to be able to read and review early. I feel very, very lucky in that aspect. So, all right. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Please let me know your thoughts, and I will see you guys again soon. Hope you have a great day. Bye.